When did you realize a friend was lying about everything? My friend Marcus was the poorest rich kid I'd ever met. Always broke, always struggling, always needed help with rent, but somehow had designer everything. Every conversation was about his financial crisis. Student loans, crushing him, parents cut him off, couldn't afford groceries. But his Instagram looked like a trust fund baby's highlight reel. Designer sneakers, luxury vacations, expensive restaurants. We believed his sob stories for 3 years. It started junior year of college. He'd show up to group dinners claiming he could only afford water, then somehow always had cash for the bar afterward. Said his parents froze his accounts but wore a different Rolex every month. When we'd question it, he had explanations. Always a story, always believable. We felt bad for him constantly. Venmo requests for gas money, grocery runs, emergency car repairs. Always small amounts, never enough to seem suspicious, but it added up. We all chipped in thinking we were helping a friend in genuine need. Group trips became awkward. He'd claim he couldn't afford the hotel, then book the penthouse suite separately. The contradictions were everywhere, but we ignored them because he seemed so genuinely embarrassed about his situation. After graduation, the pattern intensified and became more obvious. Couldn't afford his share of the group gift for our friend's wedding, but posted stories from Michelin-starred restaurants that same week. Said he was eating ramen for dinner while checking in at exclusive country clubs. His Venmo was constantly requesting money for basic necessities, but his location tags told a completely different story. The breaking point came at Jake's bachelor party in Vegas. Marcus claimed he could barely afford the flight, begged us to cover his hotel share. Said he'd have to skip most activities because money was too tight. We felt terrible and pooled together $300 to help him out. That first night, he disappeared after dinner. Said he was going back to the room to save money and rest. While we were at a regular casino bar drinking cheap beers, someone sent a photo to our group chat. There was Marcus at the high roller tables, betting more money in one hand than we'd given him for the entire weekend. $1,000 chips stacked in front of him. Designer suit, bottle service, the works, surrounded by other wealthy gamblers. We confronted him the next morning, and he had another elaborate story. Rich uncle surprised him with gambling money. Couldn't tell us because uncle made him promise to keep it secret. But Jake's cousin worked at that casino. She told us Marcus was a regular VIP member, always requested the same dealer, always played the same stakes, spent thousands every visit. The lies were unraveling fast, and we started comparing notes and memories. The wedding incident sealed it completely. Our friend Emma was getting married, and Marcus volunteered to help with planning. Said he couldn't contribute money but would donate his time instead. Spent weeks organizing vendors, coordinating details, being the perfect helpful friend. The week before the wedding, Emma's wedding planner called her confused and concerned. Marcus had tried to book the same venue for his own event, using Emma's vendor contacts, and claiming he was planning a corporate retreat for his family's company. The company that supposedly disowned him. The family that allegedly cut him off financially. Emma confronted him directly, and he broke down, crying, admitted everything. His family was wealthy, he had a trust fund. The financial struggles were completely fabricated. He said he liked the attention, the way people cared for him when he was struggling. He enjoyed being the underdog people wanted to help and rescue. Turns out, he'd been running this exact scam on multiple friend groups for years. Different stories, same manipulation tactics, same fake poverty act. We cut him off, blocked him on everything, but the damage was done. We'd collectively given him thousands of dollars over the years. Money we thought was helping a friend in crisis was actually funding his gambling addiction and luxury lifestyle. These days, when someone in our group mentions financial struggles, we're all a little more cautious and skeptical. Marcus taught us that the most dangerous liars are the ones who make you feel good about being deceived and generous.